What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. We have here the Samsung Galaxy S21 Fan Edition FE, if you want to call it that. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to show you the first 20 or so things to do on this phone in terms of setting it up and getting it good to go. So with that said, let's jump into this video. So the first thing you want to do is let's open up the camera. So just tap the camera icon right there and open it up. And the first thing you want to do is tap on video. Once you're in video, at the top here, you're going to see the resolution. I totally recommend changing it to UHD 30. That's 4K video. You get really nice, crisp, beautiful video. And that's for the front camera. If you tap it now, it'll be the back camera, or maybe you already did the back camera, now you're in the reverse camera. But basically, you just want to switch between the two cameras. Now I'm on the back camera. I'm going to tap where it says FHD and change it to UHD 30. And at that point, you can hit, actually, we want to stay in here, hit the gear in the top left. So now both of our cameras, front and back, are going to record 4K at 30 frames per second. Some other things that you want to go in here and do is location tags. I like to know where I take photos and videos. If you don't want to turn that on, don't, but otherwise I do recommend it. When you turn it on, it's hit while using this app. Also, shutter sound, I like to turn that off. So if I'm taking a secret photo of somebody and they don't want me to know, I like to have that not, basically make a sound. So I turn that off. Hit your home button. Next, what you want to do is press and hold on an empty spot on your home screen. Go into settings. And there's a couple of things in here we want to do. If you're coming from an iPhone and you want to keep that same kind of setup, see where it says home screen layout? If you tap on that and you go to home screens only and then apply, it's going to have it so it's really pretty much just like an iPhone. So you only have, if I swipe up, I can search on my phone, but I only have all my apps all on these home screens on here, so that I can, replicate an iPhone type look, especially if you're coming from an iPhone. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother with that. I like having the home screen and app screens. And again, what that means is just swipe up, you have all your apps here. And you also have some home screens, how you have those designated. Go back into settings on the home screen, and where it says add new apps to home screen, I like turning that on. What that means is anytime you download a new app, it's going to automatically add it to the home screen. If you don't want that, you can turn that off. Lock home screen layout. Once your home screen's set, you might want to lock it. If you're always messing with your apps, like you keep moving them around for whatever instant, like I'll show you right here, it's not going to move it around. I can't move these apps. So that setting's on there, and if you want to turn that on or off, just come back here and uncheck it. But I love turning this on for my mom and, my mom doesn't have she has an iPhone, but for my dad and my parents-in-law, they have Android phones, and I always turn this on because they consistently mess up their home screens. And then what else? Oh, this is a good one. Swipe down for notification panel. It's probably already turned on, but if it's not, turn that on. What that means is you can bring up your notification panel from anywhere. I can swipe down from here, down there. So it's a really easy way, so you don't have to reach all the way up to the top. Swipe up so you see all of your apps here, and hit the three dots in the top right. Go into sort. Change that to alphabetical order. Instead of having it in some random order in which the apps were downloaded or installed, this will put them in alphabetical order for you. Very, very helpful. Definitely a necessity for that. Next, what we want to do is press and hold on the home screen one more time. And you have over here, you can turn this on and off. You have your Google Discover feed or Samsung Press. They're for Samsung free. They're basically the same for the most part. The big difference is one's Google, one's Samsung. I like the Google one better, but you can turn that on and off. So when it's on, you see I get this little feed. I swipe over, I can see that. If you don't want that feed, you can just turn it off completely. Turn it on and off right there. So now when I go over there, you can see it doesn't come up, and I just have my home screen and then my apps. But I like having it. I like the Google feed. It's very informative and very helpful if you want that. Don't forget also, when you're on here, you can change and customize your screen. So if you want to download themes, you can come in here and download free themes or paid for themes or search for themes. All kinds of stuff is in here. If you want to see free ones, just tap that and then free. And you can really change your phone the way you see fit and the way you like, and it'll change your icons and all kinds of cool stuff. So check that out. And the same goes with your widgets, your settings, your themes, and your wallpaper and style. Swipe down from the top and go into settings. Once you're in settings, the next one we're going to go to is connections. Go into Wi-Fi, hit the 3 dots in the top right, go to advanced. And in advanced, what we want to do is the following. We want to go to network notification, turn that off. What that's going to do is anytime you're near a free Wi-Fi spot that's open, it's going to automatically give you network notifications in your notification panel. Super annoying. I turn it off. If I want to go to a certain Wi-Fi spot, I'll do it on my own. So I would, like I said, turn that on. I would turn that off just because it gets super, super annoying. Going back into the main screen of settings, go into sounds and vibration. If you want to quickly come in here and change your ringtones or your notification sounds or your system sounds, you just come right in here, find the one that you want. I have my notifications turned off, but easily you can listen to these and see which one you like. When you find the one you like, just choose it and hit the back button. Same thing with your notification sounds, choose that. When you're done, hit the back button. Go back into the main screen of settings and go into notifications. You can have brief notifications show up at the top or detailed ones. I like the detailed ones, but it can be a little intrusive. It'll pop up here a little bit bigger of a screen. I like to see that though, but if you don't, just keep it on brief. Go to the back button, go into display. In display, make sure that motion smoothness is set to high, meaning it'll take advantage of that 120 hertz refresh rate, making things feel a lot smoother. I would definitely turn that on. Screen mode, I like the vivid look over natural. Natural looks a little dull to me. Vivid really makes the colors pop on this beautiful OLED display. Screen timeout, I would set it to 2 minutes. I know you can see it's set to 5, but it's just because I'm doing this video. Set it to 2 minutes. It's much more helpful, and it's just enough so it doesn't get too annoying or kill the battery life all that much. You're gonna see navigation bar, and here you can see I have the buttons at the bottom. If you want to switch those buttons, you can. Maybe you want the back button on the left if you're coming from like a Pixel phone, or you can switch to the right. You can also turn on swipe gestures if you're coming from an iPhone, or even if you just like the swipe gestures, you can turn that on. And you see that'll pop away, and I can hold up to go to my recent apps. I can swipe up to go home. I can use this little bar to go into different apps if I want. So it can be very, very helpful if you're using that. With these phones, I don't mind the gestures, but generally I still like the buttons the best. I don't know. I'm just kind of old school like that. Next, go into lock screen. On lock screen, you can go in here, always on display. You can tap to show, or you can tap on that and do show always, which I would recommend. Take advantage of that. And you can turn on different things in here, such as auto brightness for that always on display, or show music information, which is cool. I would definitely turn that on. You can do screen orientation, just portrait or landscape. But basically what that is when you turn the screen off, you're gonna see a little display pop up. That'll just show up automatically. Very, very helpful. Gives you some information. We'll give you and show you some notifications, your battery life, where to put your fingerprint sensor. So very helpful with that kind of stuff on there. Back to the main screen of settings, go into biometrics and security. Add more fingerprints if you haven't already. You can add 2. I definitely recommend adding 2, both thumbs. Face recognition, set that up. It's very easy. Hit continue and just add your face so that you can unlock it. There you go. It's gonna allow me to, there you go, perfect. Now I can unlock my screen. You can see stay on lock screen until you swipe. Turn that off so that when it does unlock, it gets off that lock screen automatically. Hit done. Brighten screen, require eyes open, facial recognition, face unlocks, all that stuff. I would turn that on. Next, under settings, go to advanced features. And you want to turn on the following. You want to be going to side key. Under side key, change it to quick launch camera and turn it to power off menu. Side key is this button right here on the side, which is basically your power button. What that means is if you double press it, it'll go into your camera. And if you long press it, it will bring up your power menu. So you can power it off, restart your phone, go into emergency mode. So make sure you do that. Very, very helpful. I hate that they set it to Wake Bixby, which is their smart assistant. While you're under advanced features, go into motions and gestures. Lift to wake, I would turn that on. Double tap to turn on screen, turn it on. Double tap to turn off screen, turn it on. Keep screen on while viewing, meaning that the screen will keep on as long as the camera, this front camera, sees your eyes. It's very, very helpful. You can mute with gestures, flip palm swipe to capture. Also, these other advanced features, I would keep on Bixby routines. Share contacts when sharing content. Video call effects turn on. Game launcher turn on. And there you go. Two other ones that I want to show you are, one is back in display. So let me go back in there, and you're going to see font and size. If you want to change this so it's easier to read for yourself, there you go. You can make it bigger. So again, everything on the screen is pretty much easier to see. And the last one is also under display. I should have showed you this earlier, but basically you can turn on light mode and dark mode. I like dark mode. It looks better and it's easier on your eyes. And you can also, if you don't want it to always be on, you can turn on a schedule, and you can do, I would recommend like sunrise to sunset. That way when the sun goes down, it'll turn black. When the sun rises, this screen will turn white. But I love dark mode. I always use it, and it's just much better on your eyes. And there you guys go. Those are like the first 20 plus things to do on your Samsung Galaxy S21 Fan Edition. Very, very nice phone, guys. If you're thinking about getting this, get it, especially if you're, you want something that's going to be a powerhouse and has good specs and a good screen and overall pretty nice cameras. Check it out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you down the road. Peace.